Jack took off the armor that weighed 1,000 pounds. In an instant, it smashed a deep pit into the ground. Then he kicked at Jerry, the rich second generation who had always bullied him. Before Jerry could react, he directly kicked him, flying out. This scene directly stunned everyone present. They never expected that Jack, whom they had always looked down on as trash, would actually have such strength. It turned out that Jack was the weakest existence in the sect. Just because he was the illegitimate son of his father, Sean, so he was not treated kindly by anyone. His mother, in order to keep Jack from being bullied, found him a powerful master. Later, the master gave Jack a suit of armor forged from meteorite iron. Once he wore it, his body weight would multiply. Only when Jack could no longer feel the armor's weight would his martial arts be mastered. And Jack, deeply influenced by his master's teachings, trained very hard every day, until the day when the famous local sect was recruiting students. But Jack, as an illegitimate child, had no right to compete. He could only wait as a substitute, watching as his older brother was beaten by Jerry until he couldn't stand up, and even Jerry and his father hurled insults, constantly mocking and humiliating Jack and his mother, saying outright that they were Sean's disgrace. Because Jack's mother was a servant, his father Sean had never been willing to acknowledge Jack as his child, and so the mother and son had always been bullied by others. Hearing this, Jack could no longer bear it. He challenged Jerry as a substitute contestant. He took off the armor weighing 1,000 pounds and then easily knocked Jerry to the ground. But Jerry, unaware of Jack's true strength, thought only that he had underestimated his opponent. Before Jerry could react, Jack's flurry of attacks left him unable to dodge. He was directly beaten out of the martial stage. This scene directly shocked Sean. He couldn't understand when his son's martial arts had become so powerful. However, Jerry's father, Tom, seeing his son injured, started attacking Jack. Fortunately, Sean stopped him in time, saying outright that no one could bully his son. Then Tom, while Sean wasn't paying attention, threw a punch at Jack. Everyone thought Jack would surely die this time. Unexpectedly, Jack actually took that punch weighing 1,000 pounds. Even the examiner, upon seeing it, thought he was extraordinary. He then prepared to announce Jack as the champion of this competition. But before he could finish speaking, he was interrupted by Tom's older brother, Jasper. He was afraid that if Jack joined the sect, his family's power would surpass his own family's. Then, there would be no place for them in the town. So he relied on his position as sect supervisor to predetermine Jerry as the champion. And he explained that someone with an unclear identity was unworthy of joining the sect. So Jack, as an illegitimate child, could not be selected. Hearing this, Sean admitted in front of everyone that Jack was his own son. But even so, Jasper still refused to let Jack join the sect. Seeing such abuse of power for personal gain, everyone was very dissatisfied. They all clamored to see the sect master. Seeing the situation was hard to control, Jasper's master, Thomas, walked over. After learning the cause and effect, he also refused to let Jack join the sect, and even wanted to drive them away. Otherwise, he would wipe out Jack's entire family. Seeing such bullying backed by power, Jack could not endure it anymore. He mocked them with a few words. But what he got in return was their punishment. Fortunately, at the critical moment, Jack's master arrived in time and saved him. No one expected that, even after 100 years, the sect member's character was still not very good. Clearly, Jack had won the final victory in this competition, yet they relied on their connections to do such shameless things. Thomas, seeing the old man so arrogant, wanted to step forward and teach him a lesson, but unexpectedly, he was easily defeated by the old man. Just as they didn't know what to do, the sect master suddenly walked over. Seeing this, Thomas immediately spoke ill of the old man before the sect master, saying he not only injured sect students, but also insulted the sect master, and even asked the sect master to kill Jack's entire family for revenge. But before the words even fell, the sect master directly slapped Thomas. Before everyone could react, the sect master directly knelt before the old man and called him Archbishop. Only then did everyone realize the old man's identity was not simple. It turned out the old man had once been the sect master's teacher's teacher, and even the founder of the sect. Hearing this, Thomas quickly knelt and apologized to the old man. Then the old man told the sect master everything that had just happened. After learning the truth, the sect master directly punished Jerry's family. Not only did he cancel their family's eligibility to compete, he expelled Jasper from the sect, and even drove Tom's family out of the town. After the matter was resolved, the sect master revealed his purpose for coming. He said directly that the reason he came was to find the one who could ring the bell. It turned out that just yesterday, Jack, while practicing, had easily struck 3 times a giant bell weighing 1,000 pounds. The sound was quickly heard by everyone. Everyone was looking for the one who rang the bell, because even the sect's greatest martial arts master had only struck it twice. To find such a talent would make the sect world famous. After hearing this, Jack immediately admitted that he was the one who rang the bell. Everyone was astonished upon hearing this, and the sect master, to test Jack's strength, had him try ringing the bell again. Then Jack exerted his strength and struck it 5 times in front of everyone. Only then did they realize that Jack's strength was truly extraordinary. After all, 100 years had passed, and the number of people who could ring this bell could be counted on one hand, and Jack's mother, hiding in the shadows, also saw this scene. Now her son's strength had been revealed. She didn't know whether this was a good thing or a bad thing for them. Little did they know, Jerry's family, who had been driven out of town, had not left. They carefully plotted a conspiracy for revenge. They planned to make Jack's family pay a heavy price. Then, while no one was paying attention, they captured Jack's mother.